So now we continue with the simple barometer and we find out the factors affecting the barometric height. So first thing is the barometric height at a place changes only when the atmospheric pressure at that point changes. So there would not be any kind of a barometric height change unless and there is a change in the atmospheric pressure. Note the barometric height remains same even if the shape of the tube is changed or the length of the tube submerged inside the mercury in the trough is changed or the tube is tilted from its position. So even if I take this tube and make this tube tilted like this, still the height will be the same. यानी इतना ही रहेगा. Okay, even if I tilt it very much over here, फिर भी height will be the same. So it will be up to this point only. So the height will remain the same, the height, because height is nothing but the perpendicular distance. We are not taking this height, we are taking the height as a perpendicular distance. So it is not dependent on the size or shape of the container, it is not dependent upon ये thicker है, thinner है, उससे कोई मतलब नहीं है. What is important is that it should be vertical height. In an accurate barometer, a true barometer, the empty space above the mercury column in the tube is perfect vacuum. If somehow air enters the empty space or a drop of water or liquid enters into the tube, it is immediately changed into vapors in the vacuum space and the air or the vapors of the liquid will exert pressure on the mercury column due to which the barometric height will decrease. Such a barometer is a faulty barometer. The barometric height of the faulty barometer will be less than the actual barometric atmospheric pressure. So as I told you, if you do not have vacuum over here and you have air over there, so due to the air or the water droplet which is there will be pressure exerted by the air or pressure exerted by the vapor over there. So that vapors or the air which is there is going to exert pressure over here, and hence the reading what you are going to get will be less than the normal reading. So that will be a faulty kind of a barometer. Now you can see that we used mercury in this case. We did not use water over here. So let's see what are the advantages of using mercury and what are the disadvantages of using water in case of the barometer. A barometer can be made by using any liquid, but the use of mercury on a barometer is preferred for the following reasons. First, the density of mercury is 13.6 into 10 raised to 3 atm per meter cube. Is greater than that of any other liquid, so only 0.76 meters of mercury of height of the mercury column is needed to balance the normal atmospheric pressure. Use of other liquid requires much longer tube. See, we know that the pressure is going to be P is equals to H rho G. So if the rho is very high, then the H required over here will be low. See, pressure is constant. Pressure is the atmospheric pressure. So atmospheric pressure के लिए अगर मेरा density ज़्यादा है तो height required will be less. So if you are using something of a lower density, the density of mercury is 13.6 into 10 to 3. So whereas that is water is only 1 into 10 to 3. That means 13.6 times denser. Mercury is 13.6 times denser. So automatically, if I am using water instead of mercury, instead of 1 meter tube, I will require a 13 meter tube. Okay, so that's why 13 meter tube को पूरा भरना और उसको उल्टा करना madness हो जाएगा. That's the reason it is always better to use mercury. The vapor pressure of mercury is negligible, so the vapors of the torsion vacuum does not affect the mercury height. Now mercury over here, it is not going to get vaporized due to the difference in the atmospheric temperature and pressure, whereas water immediately हो सकता. तो vapors of mercury are not so easily formed. Mercury is a liquid, but it is a metallic part. So that's why it is going to be vaporizing at a very, very high temperature. So that's why the vapors of mercury are not easily formed. So there is no vapors of mercury over which would exert a pressure, which makes the reading more precise. The mercury neither wets nor sticks to the glass, therefore it doesn't give accurate reading. See, mercury doesn't stick to the walls. Mercury doesn't stick. अब हम लोग water का देखते हैं तो क्या होता है, पानी का ग्लास है, मैं पूरा का पूरा पानी पी भी जाऊँ और फिर भी मैं रखूँ तो क्या होगा, आफ्टर सम टाइम यू फाइंड दैट द नीचे तो भी थोड़ा पानी रह जाएगा. व्हाई? बिकॉज वॉल्स के ऊपर जो पानी चिपका हुआ था दैट ड्रेन्स डाउन आफ्टर सम टाइम. सो व्हेयरएज मर्क्यूरी डजंट स्टिक टू द वॉल्स. दैट्स व्हाई ओवर हियर मर्क्यूरी गिव्स यू अ immediate accurate reading. The surface of mercury is shiny and opaque, therefore it easily seen while taking the observation. Mercury is shiny, silvery opaque surface. तो तुरंत दिख जाता है, डिस्टेंस से भी दिख जाएगा वो। वेयर वाटर रहेगा तो देखना पड़ेगा ट्रांसपेरेंट है कहाँ पे, या तो उसको डाई डालना पड़ेगा कोई कलर दिखने के लिए, राइट। सो दैट्स व्हाई इट इज मोर इजियर टू सी। एंड फाइनली मर्क्यूरी कैन बी ऑब्टेन्ड इन प्योर स्टेट, उसमें इम्प्योरिटीज इतना जल्दी मिक्स नहीं होता, तो दैट्स व्हाई इट इज अवेलेबल इन प्योर स्टेट, दैट्स व्हाई मर्क्यूरी इज मोर प्रेफरेबल देन दिस वन. Disadvantages of water. First of all, if the water is used in barometer, it has a following disadvantage. The density of water is low, so nearly 10.4 meters of height of the water column is needed to balance the normal atmospheric pressure. But it's slightly highly inconvenient to take a tube of 10.4 meters of the barometer, as I told you that. The vapor pressure of water is high, so its vapors in the vacuum space will make the reading inaccurate. Yes, water gets evaporated very easily. So that's why there will be vapors of water present inside over here. So that will give you inaccurate reading. Water sticks to the glass tube and wets it, so the reading becomes inaccurate. So that is another thing. And water is transparent, so its surface is not easily seen while taking the observation. So these are the drawbacks of disadvantages of using water instead of mercury. This was the important part, and this is part of the syllabus, so you need to learn this thing. Now we see the demerits, that is what is inconvenience in the simple barometer. So in a simple barometer we can see that first and foremost thing in a simple barometer is that you cannot carry this thing from one place to another place. ऐसा 1 मीटर का ग्लास रॉड है और बोल है और वो मर्क्यूरी से भरा हुआ है, हम लोग उसको पकड़ के लेके जाएंगे, मैडनेस. यू कैन नॉट कैरी दिस थिंग फ्रॉम वन प्लेस टू अनदर प्लेस. या तो क्या करना पड़े, मुझे अगर समझो 10 अलग अलग जगह पे अगर मुझे मेजर करना है, तो मैं यहाँ पे पूरे उसको असेंबल करूंगा, फिर डिसेंबल करूंगा, फिर उसको दूसरी जगह पे लेके जाऊंगा, फिर से असेंबल करूंगा. सो इट इज नॉट कन्वीनियंट टू यूज फ्रॉम वन प्लेस टू अनदर प्लेस. सो फर्स्ट इज देयर इज नो प्रोटेक्शन फॉर द ग्लास ट्यूब. Okay, demerit is there is no protection for the glass tube. Second, the surface of the mercury in the trough is open, therefore there are chances of impurities may fall in and mix with the mercury in the trough. Yes, there is a possibility of कुछ ना कुछ इधर गिर सकता है, so there could be impurities over here. It is inconvenient to move the barometer from one place to another place. It is not portable. And fourth, a scale cannot be fixed to the tube to measure the atmospheric pressure. The reason is that the atmospheric pressure changes, the height of the mercury column in the tube changes. As a result, the level of the free surface of the mercury in the trough changes due to the flow of the mercury in and out of the tube. Therefore, the free surface of mercury in the trough will not coincide with the zero mark of the scale if the scale is fixed. So, अगर मैंने यहाँ पे एक scale fix किया, if I fix a scale over here, such that मैंने यहाँ पे अभी zero है ना, तो मैंने इधर mark कर दिया zero. What will happen? If the atmospheric pressure is going to increase, what will happen? The mercury is going to go inside and go here. So now the level of the zero was here, but the level of the mercury will be this much. So it is not coinciding with the original thing. So I cannot place a scale directly over here because the level of the mercury is going to keep on up and down. It is going to go up and down each and every time when the pressure is going to change. So that's why it is not possible for me to keep a scale fixed to this particular thing. To eliminate these problems, there is one which is called as a 14th barometer. So 14th barometer कैसे होता है, तो वो बहुत it's the same thing but in a closed thing. So what they have done is they took a wooden board, and to this wooden board, so this was the wooden board, and to the bottom they have got a leather bag. Okay, there is a leather bag which is filled with mercury. Okay, there is a leather bag which is filled with mercury, and at the bottom there is a screw by which I can operate it such that the screw से इसको मैं ऊपर नीचे कर सकूं, जिसके लेवल में ऊपर नीचे कर सकूं. स्क्रू नीचे से मैंने स्क्रू ऊपर किया तो ऑटोमेटिक लेदर बैग है तो नीचे से दब जाएगा तो लेवल फिर से ऊपर. क्यों? बिकॉज देयर इज वन इंडिकेटर ओवर हियर which will always point to the tip of the mercury, because वो tip के साथ connected है एक scale which has got a 0 mark here and 100 over here. So you can see that always it will be such that the 0 and the tip over here will touch the mercury column. So अगर ये mercury कम हुआ तो इसको टॉप करके ऊपर लेंगे, कम और mercury ज़्यादा हुआ तो स्क्रू को नीचे करके इसको नीचे ले लेंगे. Connected to this this wooden tube is this particular tube of mercury, filled with mercury over here. So you have got now, what happens? Change in mercury column, यानी मर्क्यूरी अंदर गया, सपोज एटमॉस्फेयर प्रेशर बढ़ गया तो क्या हुआ, ये मर्क्यूरी अंदर जाएगा तो हम लोग क्या करेंगे, पहले इसे सेट करके इधर जीरो कर देंगे, तो अपने आप मर्क्यूरी लेवल यही रह जाएगा. See what has happened, mercury has gone inside, so the level has gone down, over here. So what I do, I screw this thing upwards so that this level goes upwards and reaches this point. So my measurement is not going to get any problem. And this level over here is measured over directly. I have 76 है, तो 76 पे measure हो गया. Okay, so the disadvantages जो भी था वो clear हो गया. सबसे पहले mercury is in a leather bag which is covered, so automatically there is no way it can fall down. This is completely fixed in a wooden plank, so you can carry it from one place to another place, right? Thirdly, the scale is fixed. तो सिर्फ ये adjustment screw दिया है, so that कोई भी reading लेने के पहले you are adjusting the screw so that the level is tip over here. ये mercury level है तो 80 इधर होना चाहिए, तभी जाके measurement देना है, right? So we know that it is going to be exact measurement. So scale is fixed. This is portable. This is firm, so that's why not delicate enough कि गिर जाए या टूट जाए. Leather bag के कारण adjustments is possible. So you can see this is how the barometer, which is the 14th barometer, is going to. So this barometer which is made is the 14th barometer. Okay, so I'm not reading through this part. It's very easy. So you can read it later on. So that is the 14th barometer. They also connected a thermometer over here so that temperature के साथ में pressure के साथ में temperature भी इधर measure हो सके. तो they put a thermometer here. Okay. Next comes the aneroid barometer. The aneroid barometer is the barometer in which you are going to be using it in a form के जहाँ पे mercury है ही नहीं. Okay, we are not using any mercury over here. So a barometer which is not using mercury at all will be a aneroid barometer. In an aneroid barometer, उसमें क्या होता है, एक box होता है. There is a box over here, and this box is made up of a very sensitive material which can easily understand the atmospheric pressure. यानी pressure अगर increase होगा तो ये दब जाएगा, और pressure decrease होगा तो ये expand होगा. Okay, so it's like a sponge. Sponge पर कितना इतना sensitive कि वो एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर को भी सेंस कर सके, चेंज इन द एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर को भी बराबर से सेंस कर सके. कनेक्टेड टू दिस इज अ रॉड, एंड दिस रॉड इज हैविंग अ गियर ओवर हियर लाइक दिस. ओके, कनेक्टेड टू द गियर इज अनदर सर्कुलर गियर लाइक दिस. सो व्हाट विल हैपन, एंड देयर इज दिस रीड मार्कर, वो है जैसे ये स्पीडोमीटर होता है वैसे मीटर है इधर, जहां पे ये लिखा हुआ है, इधर है 75, 76 and so on, से लिखा हुआ है. So what will happen is when the pressure, atmospheric pressure is increasing, so this rod goes down. When this goes down, this is going to, this key, okay, I made a mistake. Sorry, the thing is over here and the key is on this side. Yeah, the gears. So when this pressure increases, this goes down. When this goes down, this rotates in this direction. So इसीलिए 77 के पहले 78 दिखाएगा. और जब भी ये pressure decrease होगा, तो this is going to go upwards. See, when your pressure increases, this presses. When this presses, the rod goes down. When the rod goes down, this is going to give you the higher reading. When the pressure decreases, so this is going to go up. When it goes up, this is going to rotate this way. Means ये 76 दिखाएगा. So in this way, the construction is there for aneroid barometer. So working wise, when atmospheric pressure increases, it presses the diaphragm D. This is called as the diaphragm D. It presses the diaphragm D and the rod L gets depressed, the wheel S rotates clockwise and the pointer P moves to on the right of the circular scale. On the other hand, when the atmospheric pressure decreases, the diaphragm D bulges out, due to which the rod L moves up and the wheel S rotates anti-clockwise. Consequently, the pointer moves to the left. So this is how it is used. So the use of the barometer. A barometer is used for the following three purposes: to measure the atmospheric pressure at a place, for weather forecasting, and as an altimeter to measure the height. So for as an altimeter is basically क्या होता है कि हम लोग जैसे जैसे ऊपर जाते हैं वैसे वैसे प्रेशर कम होते जाता है. So they know that at a particular pressure, when you go at particular height, the difference in pressure is so much. So that pressure is calibrated as height. So अगर मुझे मालूम है कि अगर मैं 100 meters ऊपर जाऊँ तो the pressure is going to decrease by 1 mm. So 760 के बदले 10 mm, तो 760 बदले 750 हो जाएगा. So I know that वहाँ पे जहाँ पे मैंने यहाँ पे 735 लिखा है उसके बदले वहाँ पे मैं लिखूँगा 100 meters. 74 की जगह पे मैं लिखूँगा 200 meters. That means my instead of measuring the temperature, I am measuring the height because it is equivalent. So that's a variation of the altitude in the pressure. The atmospheric pressure decreases with the altitude mainly due to the following two factors. Decrease in the height of the air column, which causes the linear decrease in the atmospheric pressure, and decrease in the density of the air, which causes the non-linear decrease in the atmospheric pressure. So we can see that the linear यानी क्या? Simultaneous यानी ये 1 मीटर हुआ तो ये भी 1 जाएगा, ये 2 गया तो ये भी 2 जाएगा. That is linear. पर अगर ये 1 जाएगा और ये सिर्फ हाफ जाएगा और ये जब भी 3 जाएगा तो ये सिर्फ 1 जाएगा, that is non-linear. So that is what called as a linear and non-linear variation. So with respect to the height of the column, air column, height of the air column and the atmosphere pressure is linear. जितना height of the air column बढ़ेगा उतना ही pressure भी बढ़ेगा. So that is directly linear relationship. Whereas density of air and that of the pressure is not going to be linear. ऐसा नहीं कि density 2 हो गया तो ये means आधा हो गया तो ये distance भी आधा हो गया. No, it will be not linear. The density of the decrease in density of air with altitude is not linear. It is rapid at low altitude but slow at high altitude. So we see over here that's why they are giving you this graph. This is a graph they are given you. This graph shows you, tells you that अगर atmosphere में 75 है तो it is 0 at height, and when as the height increases the pressure keeps on decreasing. So that's what we see over here. That's why the curve is being seen. So the atmosphere can be considered to consist a number of parallel line air layers. Each layer experiences a pressure on it due to the thrust of the air column above it. Therefore, as we go up, the height of the air column above us decreases. So thrust exerted by the air column also decreases, which results in the decrease of atmospheric pressure with increase in altitude. Since the lower air layer gets compressed due to the weight of the upper layers, therefore the density of the air layer is more near the earth's surface and decreases as we go higher and higher. Obviously, upper का लेयर जो है वो नीचे के लेयर को प्रेशर देगा क्योंकि उसका वेट इसके ऊपर आ रहा है. So that's why the density of the air on the earth's surface is more than the density of the air above. The decrease in the density with altitude is not linear. It is rapid at the lower altitude near the sea level and is slow at high altitudes. Due to the decrease in the density of the air with altitude, the atmospheric pressure also decreases with altitude in a non-linear way. Figure shows the variation of atmospheric pressure with height above the sea level. At Mount Everest, the atmospheric pressure is only 30% of the atmospheric pressure at sea level. Consequences: at high altitude, since the atmospheric pressure is less, breathing becomes difficult and nose bleeding may occur due to excess of pressure of the blood over the atmospheric pressure. Therefore, blood pressure patients are not advised to go to hill stations or high altitudes. At high altitude, a fountain pen leaks. The reason is that fountain pen filled with ink contains air at a pressure equal to the atmospheric pressure in the earth's surface. When the pen is taken to an altitude, atmospheric pressure at the altitude is low. So the excess of pressure in the ink is going to be forcing the rubber tube for the ink to leak out. Then comes the weather forecast by the use of barometer. We can see that even by the use of barometer we can forecast that what should be the weather conditions in the near future. The atmospheric pressure at a place is affected by the change in the temperature and the amount of water vapor present in the air at that place. The reason is the density of the air changes with the change in the temperature and with the change in the water vapor present in it. The density of air decreases with the increase in the temperature and also with the increase in the amount of moisture present in it. The density of moist or humid air is less than the density of dry air. Consequently, the atmospheric pressure or the barometric height gradually decreases as the temperature or the pressures of moisture increases. So, yes, with the difference in the moisture in the atmosphere or the difference in the temperature of the atmosphere, there will be a subsequent change in the density of the air, and due to the change in the density of the air, there will be a change in the pressure exerted by the air because H rho G. तो rho change हो गया तो automatically pressure change होगा. Consequently, the atmospheric pressure or the barometric height gradually decreases as the temperature or the presence of moisture increases. Thus, the change in the atmospheric pressure helps us to know about the weather in advance. By seeing the barometric height, the weather forecast can be made as follows. If the barometric height at a place suddenly falls, उसका मतलब क्या हुआ? There is a decrease in pressure. So what will happen? It means that the pressure at that point has suddenly decreased, which indicates coming of a storm or cyclone. If the barometric height gradually falls, धीरे धीरे कर गिरता है, it indicates the moisture is increasing and there is a possibility of rainfall. A gradual increase, there is a small increase in the pressure. So increase in the barometric height means the moisture in the air is decreasing, that indicates coming of a dry weather. A sudden rise in the barometric means a flow of air from that place to other surrounding low pressures. This indicates the coming of extremely dry weather because whatever is the air over here is going to flow in the other direction because यहाँ पे low pressure हुआ है, low pressure होने के यहाँ पे high pressure हुआ है, इसलिए यहाँ का pressure दूसरी जगह पे distribute होगा. That's why high pressure यहाँ पे है तो बाकी यहाँ पे low pressure होगा तो automatically यहाँ से air दूसरी जगह जाएगा तो यहाँ पे क्या होगा? Dry weather, extremely dry weather. And lastly, if there is no abrupt changes in the barometric height, it indicates that the atmospheric pressure is normal, the weather remains unchanged. Finally, is the altimeter. Altimeter is the one which measures the height of the area of that particular place. An altimeter is an Android barometer, but it is used in aircraft to measure its altitude. Since the atmospheric pressure decreases with the increase in the height above the sea level, therefore a barometer which measures the atmospheric pressure can be used to determine the altitude of the place. So you can see simple जो ये ग्राफ इन लोग ने जो दिखाया है, ये ग्राफ की रीडिंग के हिसाब से अगर मैं यहाँ पे ये जो 77 लिखा है उसके बदले मैं डायरेक्टली लिख सकता हूँ इधर कि this is 0 meters, that is sea level. This will be जैसे जैसे मैं ऊपर जाते जाऊँगा 100 meters, 200 meters, I can directly write out. So this pressure, this barometer, if I convert the scale into meters of the height of the that it becomes the altitude of altimeter. Okay, it can measure the altitude or the altimeter. Therefore, the barometer which measures the atmospheric pressure can be used to determine the altitude of a place above the sea level. Its scale is calibrated in terms of height of ascent, with height increasing towards the left because the atmospheric pressure decreases with the increase in the height above the sea level. Okay, so that is about the altimeter, and that was about the explanation of the chapter. There are only 5 numericals. I'll just check it up if I can do in the same video. Yeah, I'll continue and complete the 5 numericals in the same video. So let's see the sums. First one, convert 1 mm of Hg into Pascal. So that is very simple over here. That is first one. The formula are the same. There are no new formulas over here. So H is equals to 1 mm. You are given the rho is equals to 13.6 into 10 raised to 3, and the G is equals to 9.8. So you know that we want to convert it into Pascal. So we know pressure is equals to H rho G is equals to 1 upon mm hai, so it will be 1 upon 1000 meters into rho is 13.6. Sorry, 13.6 into 10 raised to 3 and 1000 into 9.8. So this 1000 get cancelled. So it is 13.6 into 9.8. So 48 and 24, 28, 10, 0, 9, 36 and 27, 31, 9, 10 and 12. So that will be 8. This will be 4, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Okay, so 1, 3. Okay, some calculation. So answer is 133.28 Pascal. Just check it out. So it is going to be, let's just check the percent calculations. Yeah, it is 133.28 Pascal. Okay. CSAR number 2. At a given place, a mercury barometer reads a pressure of 0.7 meters of Hg. What would be the height of the water column if the mercury barometer is replaced by the, so it is something, same thing. P water is equals to P Hg, what we did in the earlier chapter. So it is H rho Wg is equals to H rho Hg G. So Gg gets cancelled. You want the height when this is equal to 1000 is equals to H is equal to over here 0.7 meters into rho is 13.6 into 10 raised to 3. Right? So this will be H is equals to 0.7 into 13.6 into 1000 upon 1000. So that gives me as 13.6. So 136 into 7, 42, 21, 25, 7, 8, 9. So it will be 9.52 meters. That's the answer for the second sum. We move on to the third sum. At sea level, the atmospheric pressure is 76 centimeters of Hg. If the air pressure falls by 10 mm of Hg per 120 meters, so sea level, so it is given that sea level is equal to 76 centimeters and it is going to fall by 10 mm. So falls by 10 mm per 120 meters. So what will be the height of the hill where the barometer reads 70 centimeters? So we know that barometer reading is equal to 70 centimeters. Therefore difference is equal to 76 minus 70 is equal to 6 centimeters, which is nothing but 60 mm. So if 10 mm is 120, so 60 mm is how much? So therefore 10 mm gives 120 meters. So 60 mm is equal to x meters. So x into 10 is equal to 60 into 120. So x is equal to 60. X is equal to 60 into 120 upon 10. Sorry. Alright. So that will be equal to 720 meters. Right? So the height of that particular place is 720 meters above sea level. Okay, simple. Got it? Difference was 6 centimeters. 60 mm. 10 mm का अगर 6, 10 mm का 120 होगा तो 60 का क्या into 6. Same thing, right? Question number 4. At sea level, the atmospheric pressure is 1.4. So pressure is equal to 1.04 into 10 raised to 5 Pascal. Assuming G to be 10, so G is equal to 10 meter per second square. And the density of air to be uniform is 1.3. So density rho is equal to 1.3 kg per meter cube. Find the height. So we know that P is equal to H rho G. We need to find out the height of the atmosphere. So it's 1.04 into 10 raised to 5 is equal to H into 1.3 into 10. So H is equal to 1.04 into 1000 10 raised to 5 और एक काम करता हूँ 5 0 ही कर देता हूँ upon 1.3 into 10 0 0 cancels 13 8s are 104. So that will be 8 1 2 3 4 meters, which is nothing but meters. Height, yeah, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4 meters. 1, 2, 3, 4 meters. Yeah. So it is. Sorry, this is 13. So yeah, so 0.8. So that will be 8,000 meters. That's the answer. So the height of the atmosphere at that point is 8,000 meters. Last sum, question number 5. Assuming the density of air to be 1.295, so density of the air is 1.295 kg per meter cube. Find the fall in the barometric height in mm of Hg at a height of 107 meters above the sea level. So you need to find out the barometric pressure difference at a height of 1.07 height is above sea level. Taking density of mercury, so rho of density, okay, air is this one. So it is this way that pressure of air is equal to pressure of mercury. So it is H rho air G is equal to H rho Hg G. So over here in air we know that the height given to us is 107 meters. Okay, 107 meters into density of air is 1.295 into G is equal to, here the height we need to find out when the result is given as 113.6 into 10 raised to 3 into G. So Gg gets cancelled. So H is equal to 13.6 into, sorry, it is 107 into 1.295 upon 13.6 into 1000. Okay. So if you multiply this two, it is 1295 into 107. 7 5 are 35. 63 plus 3 66. 6 14 14 20. 7 7 8 9. 0 0 0 5 9 2 1. So 5 6 5 18. This is 3 and 1. Okay, I'll just check it. 1.295 into 107. It is, you need to find out the approximate only, you cannot find out the complete thing. It's 138.565 upon 13600. Okay, this is the height. Now ये approximately हम लोग ले लेंगे upon 100 ही कर देंगे because it's too less a quantity. So we'll take it as 1 upon 100 meters is equals to 1 centimeters is equals to 10 mm. Because they have asked us in mm of mercury column, therefore it is nothing but 10 mm. Okay. So this was the fifth sum and the last sum. Okay. You must be wondering over here that why I take it 100 over here, because if I do the calculation it will be very and as the answer is very small, so that's why it is going to be 10 point something mm, so it is 10 mm is the right answer. So that's why we are going to just round it off. You can say, you can just rounding it off. Okay, so that was the chapter pressure in fluids and atmospheric pressure. This was in totally 6 videos. So the first 4 videos was about the first part of the chapter and the second 2 videos for the second part of the chapter. So this was the pressure in fluids and atmospheric pressure. Okay, thank you.